बेटियों, क्या विचार विमर्श चल रहा है? मंदिर के द्वार पर मन बड़े गंभीर दिख रहे हैं।
बाबा, हम बस यह सोच रहे थे कि आजकल वेस्टर्न कल्चर बहुत तेजी से फैल रहा है। कई लोग कहते हैं कि वही आधुनिक है।
और इंडियन कल्चर, क्या वह पुराना पड़ रहा है या अभी भी उसमें कोई सीख है?
अरे बेटियों, भारत की संस्कृति पुरानी नहीं, अनंत है। वेस्टर्न कल्चर में फ्रीडम है, यह अच्छी बात है, पर इंडियन संस्कृति में फ्रीडम, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, स्पिरिचुअलिटी तीनों है।
पर बाबा, लोग कहते हैं कि भारतीय परंपरा बांध कर रखती है।
अरे नहीं बेटी, इंडियन कल्चर बांधता नहीं, जोड़ता है। वेस्ट में मी है, भारत में वी। वेस्ट में सक्सेस है, भारत में संस्कार, सक्सेस दोनों। वेस्ट में पार्टी कल्चर है, भारत में फैमिली कल्चर।
और रिलीजन के बारे में?
अरे भारत में रिलीजन नहीं, धर्म है। धर्म मतलब जो धारण करे, जो जीवन को संभाले। हमारे माता पिता भगवान से बढ़कर, नदियाँ माता, पृथ्वी भी देवी। कहाँ मिलता है ऐसा सम्मान?
सही कहा, इंडियन कल्चर सिर्फ कल्चर नहीं, वे ऑफ लाइफ है।
बिल्कुल सही। और आज बस यही भाव सबके भीतर जगाना है कि भारत की परंपरा आधुनिकता से पीछे नहीं, आधुनिकता से ऊपर है।
भारत केवल एक देश मात्र नहीं, बल्कि सभ्यता और संस्कृति की शान है। यहाँ धर्म दिखावे का नहीं, बल्कि आत्मा का मान है। पश्चिम में जहाँ बस मैं की प्रधानता है, भारत में हम की पहचान है। माता पिता, गुरु, देव सबको समान सम्मान मिलता है। योग, वेद और ज्ञान की पावन धारा यहाँ बहती है। रंग बिरंगे उत्सवों में बसता है भारत का प्यार। संस्कारों की गूंज में हर उपहार खिलता है और भारत माँ का लोक धर्म जगाता है सत्कार।
Ladies and gentlemen, honorable guest of this grand occasion and esteemed management of Vidyodaya, we, the students of grade 11th, stand before you to present a brief yet meaningful play. Its title, Threads of Faith, gently weaves a story of contrast. A land rooted in tradition and devotion, encountering the modern world of choices and freedom. We hope this presentation resonates with your hearts and reflects the beauty of cultural harmony. Now the characters are as follows. Shema as Kiara, an 11th class topper from a deeply religious Indian family, emotional and sincere. Shanvi Mehta as Meera, Kiara's classmate, smart but influenced by Western ideas, initially doubtful about religion. Sumit Biswas as Pandit Sharma, Kiara's father, priest and scholar of scriptures, dignified and powerful. Kratika Mukati as Kiara's dadi, loving, wise and symbol of tradition. Chaitanya Dalke as Emily, a Western exchange student, friendly but confused about faith. Divyant Sahu as Liam, a Western student, arrogant, proudly modern and mocks religion. Nikhil Ujle as Professor Adams, Western University teacher, promotes absolute freedom. And me, Prakriti Verma, narrator of the play. In a land where every sunrise is a prayer and every breath carries the name of the divine, life begins not with noise but with namaste.
Kiara beta, remember, the first word of the day should be thank you. Thank you to the one who gave you this life.
Yes, Daddy. When I close my eyes in prayer, it feels like someone is really listening.
Or maybe it's just a habit, Kiara. Science explains everything. Then why do we still need rituals, lamps and chants?
Science can measure the heartbeat, Meera, but it cannot explain why a mother's tears fall when a child is hurt. Rituals are not superstition, they are remembrance. They tie us to something higher than our ego.
Maybe, but in West, people live freely. No restrictions, no fear of sin, no pressure of log kya kahenge. Sometimes it feels like we are tied up in rules.
rules, or values. Here, even our festivals teach sacrifice, love, and duty. There, many have freedom, but freedom without direction becomes a storm, Mira.
Whatever.
The lamp of faith glows steadily, but a new wind is about to blow.
So, our topic is set, and I'll take the side of Indian culture and religion.
Obviously, and I'll argue for Western freedom of choices.
Hey guys, I heard the topic. Sounds intense. Back home, religion is optional. Some people don't care at all.
Optional? Here, faith is not a hobby. It guides our food, our festivals, our family, and even our final rites.
Exactly, that's my point. The people are free to choose anything. What to wear, whom to love, what to believe. No one controls them using God.
Free? Yes, but also lonely. Families break easily. Old people stay in homes, and many young people feel empty inside. Sometimes, too many choices feels like no path at all.
Here, our religion teaches seva, respect, karma, and dharma. When we touch our parents' feet, we don't become smaller, our heart becomes bigger.
But what about pressure, forced marriages, and restriction on girls?
Every culture has people who misuse power, Mira, but the fault is in human, not in dharma. True dharma protects especially women and the weak.
I came here thinking India is backward, but I see families praying together, eating together, caring together. Where I come from, people scroll on their phones even at dinner.
The first crack appears in the shining mirror of the west, adds its glow meets the deep light of an ancient land. Kiara and Mira have been selected due to their outstanding presentation to represent the country in a Western university.
Nice face paint. Are you from some ancient tribe?
It is a sacred mark, not paint. It reminds me that there's something above my mind and ego.
Here, we don't need all that. No gods, no rules. Just one life to enjoy. We drink, we party, we move on. That's real freedom.
Liam, not everyone is like that.
Come on, Emily. Look around. Relationships are temporary. Beliefs are temporary. Only fun is permanent.
Lights brighter than the sun, yet hearts darker than the night. In this world, pleasure is loud, but conscience whispers alone.
In our philosophy, there is no absolute right or wrong. Each person defines their own truth.
See, Kiara, this is what I meant. No burden of sin, just personal truth.
If everyone makes their own truth, then a thief can say, stealing is his truth. A liar can say, cheating is his truth. Without a higher standard, how will society stand?
Relax. As long as you don't get caught, it's fine.
Is that all we are now? Just people trying not to get caught.
In my land, we say, even if no human sees you, your own soul and the divine do. That's enough to keep us honest.
Here, freedom shouts, but morality is on mute. Yet, the echo of conscience travels farther than the noise of desire.
Emily, what happened?
Liam, he said we were just fun. That commitment is old-fashioned. That I'm stupid to expect loyalty. He says here, love is just a phase.
I'm sorry, but this is what happens when everything is a choice and nothing is sacred.
Back home, people say religion is restrictive, but this freedom is killing me from inside. There is no respect, no purity, no meaning at all.
Maybe not all are like that, Emily.
Maybe, but it's common. People leave parents in old age homes. Kids grow up without guidance. Relationships are like disposable cups. Is this the freedom I was proud of?
In our home, love is not a game. It's a war. Marriage is not a weekend contract. It's a sacred fire witness bond. Our religion teaches that every action has consequences and every promise is watched by the divine.
I used to laugh at all that Feras, vows, and Mangal Sutra, but now I can see it at least tries to protect something very pure.
The glitter of the West begins to fade, revealing the cracks beneath. In the darkness of heartbreak, the lamp of faith looks less like a prison and more like shelter. After seeing a world where gods are forgotten and values are negotiable, the children of Bharat return to the soil where every grain whispers the name of the divine. Now, let's see, what did they learn? Did Meera realize the importance of religion?
Kiara, Meera, you are back and this must be your friend.
Namaste, Dadi ji.
Jeete raho. See, our culture made you fold your hands before anyone forced you. Respect rises naturally here.
So, tell me, you saw the great culture of choice. What did you learn?
Uncle, I thought our religion was a cage, but there I saw people wandering without any direction. No roots, no anchor. Our dharma gives us both wings to grow and roots to stay human.
Here, faith brings families together. There, without faith, many live separately under the same roof. Your restrictions protect hearts. Our freedom often breaks them.
Father, I realized our religion doesn't just tell us how to pray, it teaches how to live, how to love, how to sacrifice, and how to respect every life.
This is why our civilization has survived for thousands of years, while many modern empires have come and gone. A tree with deep roots does not fear any storm.
The West may boast of choices, but the choice without conscience is a weapon in the wrong hands. Here, choice bows before dharma and becomes powerful yet pure.
Sir, everything feels meaningless. Parties, my truth, your truth. Why am I still empty?
Because maybe freedom without responsibility is hollow. Maybe we threw away faith too easily.
West, you're proud of your choices, but look at the result. Broken families, lonely youth, depression, and addiction. When you removed God and Dharma, you also removed the inner compass.
And you, so religious, yet you still have problems.
Yes, we have problems, but our religion teaches us how to heal them through forgiveness, family, charity, and surrender to the divine. Our pain is not empty, it becomes prayer.
I went to India. There I saw less material comfort in some places, but more peace in people's eyes. They have God. They have each other.
The West gave us technology and comfort, but our land gave us meaning. Without a religion, we became like them, rich in gadgets, but poor in soul.
Your philosophies questioned everything, and in the process, cut the roots of your own society. Questioning is good, but only when it leads to truth, not to endless confusion.
Perhaps we have much to learn from your ancient faith, where duty, devotion, and discipline still matter.
Here stands a civilization that still bows before the divine, and there stands a world that bows only before desire. The choice is clear, a noisy emptiness or a silent fullness. This is not a war of East and West, but a warning. When choice forgets conscience, when freedom forgets faith, society loseth its soul.
We choose our faith proudly, not as blind followers, but as grateful inheritors of a living tradition.
We questioned our culture and found its answer stronger than Western temptations.
I came from a land of 1,000 choices, but no direction. Here I found a path not of force but of devotion.
Let the world run after fashion and forget values if it wants. But this land will stand as long as one lamp is lit, one mantra is chanted, one child folds hands and says, "O divine, guide me."
These are the threads of faith, unbroken, unshaken, eternal.